All right. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're recording. All right. So back to the old beater, the old LTD. Love this thing. That's a pile. Subframe connectors. Biggest thing I need to accomplish before my dad kicks me off the lift. I can jack up the rear end of this thing and do the gas tank on the floor. I don't care. But the biggest thing, for sure, 1000%, is going to be doing the subframe connectors. I don't necessarily plan on having them done today, but I want to have them at least halfway built. So we got two 4-foot sections of 2-inch here. There's the old subframe connector I was going to use. And we went with 2-inch. Usually, you know, for most stuff, you just do 1 and 5/8. But after measuring the frame rails and the way I'm looking at doing it all, I figured I'll just go with 2-inch. Usually it's only used on like tractor pull stuff. But okay, so here's the pipe we're using. The guy we got these from kind of hooked us up. He said they were 4 foot, which he cut them a little longer than 4 foot, which is good, but also bad because now, so they're exactly 4 foot. Okay, that's weird. So Dad measured 4 foot on this. I'm not really sure where he measured from. But it was all the way back here. Or was it here? Kind of creates a problem because, I mean, I guess it just is going to make the subframe connectors longer, which is okay, but it also runs us into some things. So I'm going to grab the other one in the light and we're going to have a peek and see where we're sitting. Alright, there we go. So ideally, I don't know how much you guys can see here. Not very much. I was thinking right about here. Dad measured here, so that gave us gained us a few inches. So if we go all the way forward by the trans mount, I guess we'll just go as far forward as we can and call it a day. So if you look there, there's the trans mount. If you can see it, but we're going that far forward. That's pretty far forward. But I'm just gonna send it like that. So yeah, that's what we'll do. All right, so this is gonna be one of the end pieces. We can cut it around here and probably go all the way up. Well, we'll go a little of the ways up because I'm not sure how much I'm gonna need. It's kind of something that'd be hard to measure without knowing where everything's going to sit. And I have really no idea where everything's going to sit. But I do know I need this piece, and I'll do 2 of them. So we're going to go ahead and get on that. I had to look around because, you know, been working on all kinds of stuff, and I am not the greatest at keeping track of tools, especially when I'll start something and move on to something else. Bad habit. But anyways, beside the point, about to cut this piece out. Got the old cut-off wheel here, with no guard, of course. You don't need those. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off, and yeah. So we have our end pieces. They're way taller than they need to be, just so we have plenty of room to fabricate, I guess you would say. You see there's the circle. They're not perfectly round, but they do cover the end. That's what our goal was. So that's done. And now I'm gonna probably take another piece of this same stuff. Not this one, this one's kind of wrecked. But I have some more. Probably got a red band across my forehead. But I have some 90 pieces I made I was talking about earlier. So I'm thinking I'm gonna use these and make a box with this piece. So I'm not sure which way it's gonna go. Either this way with this on the end or on the back side. And what I'll do is it'll be more so like this. So these and this piece will create a box around the end of this, so it's like a long 2-inch metal straw going into a straw holder, I guess. So that's what I'm gonna do now. All right, so we got a clamp here. Let me grab the flashlight, the light here. So I got a clamp holding two 90s, and I figure if I move those right or set them in a different section, I can weld them to the pipe, the tube, and hold it there. And then back here, this will be sitting right under the frame, and I'm gonna make a box that goes around this to weld it to the top, and it'll sit like that. So with that set up, it'll clear the floor, so it'll clear all this, and it won't be a big deal. Oh, that was almost ready to fall off. I'll mount it in two different spots up here in the front. So I'll probably closer to the front and then like back here, so it's more sturdy. And then I'll have a box here around this to weld up to the frame there. And that'll definitely help keep the strength in the chassis and keep the subframe connectors from either cracking the welds or anything. So, and it won't be too low. I mean, it'll add 2.5 inches to the bottom of the car, but it's not like it's, I mean, you got to see though, like here's the bar now, and it can't sit much higher than that. And here's the mounting for the rear end, you know, so it's, I think it'll work out. And if it doesn't, well, I guess I'll have to change it eventually. So it's all a learning process, you know, and you don't know if you don't try. So don't keep thinking I can't do something, because, well, if you think you can't, you know, you won't. So get after it. All right, so this is a rough measurement of where I'm going to cut these. So as you can see, I clearly put a lot of extra on there. But if there's one thing I've learned in life, it's better to have extra. That's for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and chop this up here. That was fun, wasn't it? So once I cut this off, I'm going to set it up in there, see how it fits, and then I'll probably cut the other one and then go from there. I'm not sure how I'm going to box these. I'm still thinking about that. But once I get it all figured out, I'm going to TIG weld the boxes on the end of the pipe, because it'll be nice and be a better weld that way and everything. So, and I need to take practice. So I'll do that, and then I'll figure out the fronts. I don't know what I'm going to do there yet, so we'll see. Stay tuned. All right, so here's the other side. I figure I'll show you guys. So this is a piece I just cut right here. So I take this piece, put it on here. It's not a straight cut, so leave me alone. But line it up about where you want it, and then mark it. And then, you know, when you cut it, it'll almost match. Almost, I say almost, because for me it probably won't match. So, but it's the best way to mimic what you just did. And I've had So many fabricators tell me that, let alone whether it be a teacher at school or a guy here in town that fabricates stuff. So it's one of the best ways to mimic something you've already made, and it's so easy and so much faster than trying to remeasure everything and make it the same. So. It's almost welded and ready to get on the car. There's a little more I'm going to add after putting it on the car. So there's only 2 pieces of angle iron back here. But my plan is to put this at the back and then put the round pieces I made, these, on the back like this, and making a box to box this all in. To help make that a little stronger. Welds aren't perfect, but you want to see them. Nothing special. I'm not a welder. Don't claim to be, but my biggest fear is that I weld on this thing, on the frame rails, and somehow the whole thing catches fire. Because the carpet's still in the car, which is kind of stupid, I know, but I'm not trying to take the whole carpet out to weld a few things on. And I'm not like hitting it for a minute or two. I'm just kind of tacking them on there. But both rear pieces are welded on. Both front pieces are tacked on. So the car is officially subframe connected, I guess you could say. So now I just need to go about getting pieces of metal to box the rear, make the rears a little stronger, and then from there I need to, which I'll probably do tonight. All right, so everything's pretty much welded in, at least a little bit. Now all I'm going to be doing is finishing all the welding and stuff, so I don't think I really should record all that, but if you guys think differently, I guess leave a comment and tell me what you think, tell me what I should change. pretty hyped to get this finally done. I'm excited. The only thing I'm not sure about yet is the back boxed pieces are going to be open. And I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I'm not really sure the best way to close those at the moment. So for now, I'm just going to paint them and hope that they don't get too crazy. I might drill holes in the back of them so water drains out so it doesn't sit in there, because that'd be the worst thing that would happen. But so, all right, I'm gonna get to it.